Hi guys, I'm tangled up in thread. This is not a good way to start. Hi everybody, it's Darlene. Happy Friday. TGIF. Man, we made it through another week and this week was doubtful for me. Gotta be honest with you. How's everyone's week going? My daughter's boyfriend, who is 21, provided me with my alcohol tonight. Yes, we gave him a smidge of a hard time that he was carrying around pink cans. We're just, we're that kind of people. So if we're not picking on you, you're not loved. All right, let's get started. Tonight, I am working on a new pattern. I'm offering some new beginning classes, basic classes, and so I'm coming up with some new patterns to use with some new jelly rolls we have in the shop. For those of you joining me for the first time tonight, my name is Darlene. I am the founder of Featherweight Doctor. I am coming to you live from my beautiful store in Ponderay, Idaho, which is located outside of Sandpoint, Idaho. I'm literally at the base of Mount Schweitzer. Wow, there's a lot of words in there. Let's see if I can get any of them out right. Let me just say hi to a few friends and then we're going to get going. Let me pull up my feeds. All right. I am planning on taking a few days off this weekend if anybody's curious. This is, I think, day 18 straight with Sew Expo. Kind of came back and hit the ground running. Ray is feeling it too, I can assure you. She's been quite the little rock star. Let me pull up my YouTube feed. Okay, let's try this. This pink can. It's called Natter Days. I don't know. Let me see here. Ooh, it smells good. It smells fruity. Aiden, this is very fruity, sir. I'm not saying anything about it being fruity. All right, Fran Baldwin, I've missed you. Where have you been? I hope you are well in Abilene, Kansas. Julie Campbell's on. Elizabeth Scott, hello. Saw Darlene at Sew Expo. Her booth was so full, didn't have it. You were there and you didn't say hi? What? That's terrible. The booth was really busy though. Like I couldn't even fit in my booth most of the time. Bigger booth next time. All right, we have Kathy is on from East Texas. Lisa, Bernadette. Hi, Deanna from Napa Vine. Nancy from Lake Stevens. Hello, Finkel Die. I got it. It's gonna stick. Gail is on from Redmond. Bonnie's on. Sandy Fowler's on. Did you get your order from me, Sandy? I sent it before we left for AZ. I hope so. Let's see. Mom is on from Apache Junction. Mel is on. Mel, hi. I've missed you too. I hope you're doing well. And Don Williams is on. Natalie Fitzgerald confirms it has been a long week. 100%. And Linda's on from Tennessee. Oh, Kim Warren is on. Cindy Matthews over on YouTube. Hi, guys. Cheers. Clink with my little pink can. It's a strawberry. For those who like strawberry lemonade and drinking beer. Okay. That's what it says on the can. Lolly. Hi, Lolly. And Sandy Reese is back from vacation. You booger. I didn't get to go on vacation. Oh, actually, it's strawberry lemonade on the front end and beer on the back end. It's acceptable. Hi, Deanne from snowy North Dakota. Thanks for saying hi. All right. This is what we're working on. Y'all, I've been buying all the Ruby Star lately. Is anyone else in love or is it just me? So we have new Achroma in the store. We have all the pre-cuts, jelly rolls, layered cakes, and charm packs. Yeah, I said that right. And this is their new black and white. Look at the cool color gradation. So it kind of got me thinking because I like the jelly roll race. But I think it's kind of simple. So I decided to insert randomly with a color pop these little 6.5-inch triangles. So it's actually turning out really cute, and I will have the pattern available when I'm done. And there will be a class. If you are local to North Idaho, we are going to have a class. It's really geared more towards a beginning quilter and gaining confidence in script piecing. Script piecing is definitely how I began my quilting journey. I know Achroma is so pretty. Don Williams. Kathy says, wish it had come out before I made the monster, right? Because you could just use strips instead of having to cut everything. That would have been nice. Hello, Kimberly from Tacoma. I can't wait for Featherweight Spa Day. Me too. Are you going to drive up to Quilting Mayhem? I hear there's just a few seats left, which is amazing. We're going to have some new helpers with me when I'm there. That's right. I'm putting the prospective future son-in-law and my daughter to work for me. That'll be fun. Carlene is on. Hello. Carlene, I need to talk to you. Actually, your pin cushion was sold with a machine and I don't have one, and I would like to have some. So I was going to be emailing you anyway. Will you email me so I don't forget? Let's see here.
No, she did just say that.
What did I say?
Nothing.
Oh, did I say something silly? I've had one sip of alcohol tonight. My husband's making fun of me. What did I say? Hi, Kathy Rogers in SoCal. Okay. Fran says, I'm good. Just been busy and I have missed you and the tribe. So also I don't like being not live with you all. Let's have a good belly laugh tonight and get naughty. Fran Baldwin, this is a family show. Hi, Polly. Friday. Exactly. What are we stripping? We're strip piecing tonight, Fran? Yes. You guys. We will like you silly. Who needs alcohol to be silly? Lisa Meadows, that's right. Some of us don't. Let's get to actually sewing before I consume this whole can and it really gets out of control. Okay, let me pull up my this and this and this and this. All right, so tonight I have more tissue here. Oh, not quite yet, Mel. Coming. Not quite yet. No big announcement yet. Molly Smith. Oh, she's ripping out quilting. I'm sorry. If I was there, I'd help you. I have my MBA in unsewing. Okay. All right, friends. So the other line that we got in was Moon Garden for Ruby, and it is so pretty. We also have pre-cuts in that. These are all These are all available on the website. I spent some time getting everything entered into the website last night. Ooh, I have another thing to show you too. So when I was at Expo, the Superior Thread guys were there, and I was talking to them because I carry a lot of Superior Threads in my shop. I use it in my long arm and all that good stuff. And they had like a new Pima cotton thread. So I'm using the blue tonight, but it's another 50 weight to ply cotton. It's like their Aurifil substitute. I gotta tell you, I'm a big Aurifil fan for piecing, but especially on the featherweights, it really is linty, and I find myself kind of swabbing out the bobbin area quite a bit. And I've been using this Pima cotton on this sample, and it's not linty at all. I mean, might have a suitable Superior Thread replacement for Aurifil. So I'm sewing on Morticia tonight. She's my 1941 factory black side. I think everybody who watches this program regularly knows that I pick favorites, and therefore I pick her. She's my quietest, smoothest featherweight. Yeah, King Tut is also from Superior Thread. Yes, Sandy Hinkle. Oh no, what did Fran say? Sorry, Fran, Molly. Oh, you had to pick out 2 blocks. Yikes. I prefer not to do any picking and just to be perfect right out of the gate, but let's face it, stuff happens. I get distracted by a cute dog. I get distracted by a cute husband. You know, all the things. Luna, don't eat your leash. Thank you. Oh, 9 inches by 64-inch pass. You know that for every 5 minutes of long arming, it's an hour of picking. That's the general rule of thumb. I've actually picked out an entire quilt before. I didn't even quilt it. I just really liked the client that asked me to do it. One of the reasons why I like sewing with black and white quilts is I feel like the texture really provides a nice movement. And I kind of like that. Fran, you'd get distracted by a cute man anytime. Good to know. Good to know. I had my class earlier this week with my new quilters. They just make me smile. Absolutely make me smile. Uh-oh, I have a knot. Luna, no thank you. Oh, we are talking about picking out threads on a quilt. She says, what do you mean about picking? Picking out threads on a quilt. If you sew on a quilt on a long arm, if you're running a digital automated pattern, and let's say a pass is like 15 minutes, if you have to pick out that pass, if it's an hour for every 5 minutes, that's 3 hours of picking out quilt stitches, which is literally no fun. No fun at all. Lolly, hello. She says, do you usually use a thread stand on the side rather than thread on the top? I do. I find that like Aurifil is also a cross-wound thread. This Pima cotton is a cross-wound thread. And when you have a cross-wound thread, it's just makes more sense for the thread to come off the top and not to literally unwind. If it unwinds, it puts a twist in the thread and it can cause uneven tension in the tension plates. So I prefer to use a thread stand. And my favorite thread stands just got back in with Expo. Superior has started making those collapsible acrylic thread stands again. They went out for a long time. I actually had removed them totally from my website and had gone a totally different direction, but they are back and the stock has been updated, and I think there was a post about it earlier this week, so that's cool. Let's see, Deanna says Cruella is not quiet, she's loud and has a mind of her own. All of these girls have a mind of their own. This one just prefers to be quiet. It took me about a month of camping weekends to pick out a whole quilt. Ugh, Deanna Hartman, that stinks. Let's see here. Luna has recovered from her surgery. Yes. Bruising, healed. Absolutely. Yo, I thought she was going to be was going to calm down, but I actually think she's worse. I'm not really sure how that's possible. Um, I guess I'm just hoping year 2, we're still in year 1, is maybe a little calmer than year 1. She's crazy. She has a couple people that literally make her lose her mind. And one of them came over last night and I was like, good Lord, woman, calm down. Oh, Sandy Martin, she had her space surgery. That's all. She, nothing too exciting. It was the week after I got back from Phoenix in January. She had it. Polly says, had to rewire my mom's featherweight. Oh, I'm sorry, mom's. I gotta say it with the English accent. Mom's featherweight this weekend as her dog chewed through the foot cable. Uh-oh. Naughty Rover. Naughty Rover. I think she's, let's see. All right. Let's see. Yes, she was. Give it time. She takes a while for the hormones to get regulated. Well, Sandra Razor. Hi, sweetheart. What's Sandra say? Sandra, how many inches do you have down there? It has been snowing all day here. All day. It's a winter wonderland. Oh, your mom's dog has done it 3 times and she forgot to close the dog gate up in time. Oh, that's terrible. I know that when I had my space surgery, it took me for quite a while for my hormones to even out also. These little blonde dogs. What do we do with them? What do we do with them? She gets lots of treats. Maybe she shouldn't have as many treats. All right, what else do we got here? I'm making script sets of 3. And then I'm adding my little 6.5 inch, 3 inches and still coming down. How many were you supposed to get down there? I saw anywhere from 3 to 5. Some people predicted more like 8. It just started accumulating in the last couple hours, even though it's been snowing since 8 a.m. this morning. She is still in the puppy phase. That is for darn sure. Oh, you have snow there in UK, Polly? Is that unusual or is that normal where you live? I told Andy I'm over the snow. And then Reagan's boyfriend, Aiden, said that we had fall, spring, and now we're in second winter. I'm like, no more second winter. Mel Mitchell, you have AC on. Lady, please. Please. I know my in-laws in Arizona. Hey, don't eat that blanket. No, Lou. No. My in-laws in Arizona said it was supposed to be 75, 80 today. I'm like, oh, let's see. It's a big. Nope, that's not right. 30 degrees outside. I thought it said it was 10 degrees. Today's the 10th of the month. Oh, down in Spokane. Good. The snow's starting to taper off. We're supposed to keep going till like 8 p.m. tonight. I heard. I know that most of you are all on the East Coast, but I'm already starting to think about dinner. Kathy, you have AC running too? Cranked all the way down to 69. Joe, that sounds cold. I am making bacon wrapped pork chops tonight for dinner. Sounded good. Does anyone else think that strip piecing is kind of mind-numbingly boring? Just me. Luna, stop it. It's a sampler of what? Let's see here. Cindy Matthews had over 9 inches overnight. Yesterday we were bare ground. Wow. Just returned from the Caribbean. Take me with you. Take me with you. My in-laws just got back from the Caribbean too. They were on a 21-day cruise. Natalie says, it's cold in Nebraska. I've had dinner trying to get energy to go sew. It is good mindless sewing, Natalie. I agree with that. Luna, no. And Morticia makes quick work of it, so that's good. Bernadette! She said, may I suggest not wearing your beautiful jacket with the wall hanging over your right shoulder? It's a lot on the eyes. Wow, okay. I'll take the jacket off. That's fine. Little too much on the eyes. Is that better? Sandy Martin says, pork chops sound good. Leftovers for us, beef egg rolls in a bowl. I do egg roll in a bowl too. Love that, actually. Let's see. Oh, random is more fun. Molly says that strip piecing with a pattern, that random is more fun. Cindy Hinkle, that's a good idea. She probably, Luna Lou. She's looking at me like, what? What? So much better. Oh, good. I'm glad, Bernadette. Let's see here. Lisa said, oh, hi, Julie Salmons. Hubby update from Lisa. He went back to the original ortho since he was still in so much pain, saw the PA, who's a surgeon's daughter. She disagreed with her dad and said she did not think Mark was ready for knee replacement since his last shot. And didn't help us at all. She thinks he has gout. Gosh, what a pain in the tail. We'll now see if the meds she gave him help. So still no real answers. That's terrible, Lisa. Let's see. And that's funny. Oh, a tortellini dish on Sunday. Yum, 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 yum. You guys are going to get me hungry. Fran Baldwin. I just took my sweater off. Everybody calm down. We're strip piecing. That's the end of the stripping. Not that kind of show, girls. And I think it's weird if you wanted it to be, just for the record. The very first quilt I made was a strip pieced quilt. It was in the mid 90s. It was kittens. It had cats on it. I was into cats. That's all I'm going to say. Glad I've moved out of that season. What is egg roll in a bowl? Delicious. It is. Hold on. Let me just get rid of that for a sec. Egg roll in a bowl is where you take like I usually use the ground chicken, but you can do beef also and you saute it with an onion in a pan, and I use like sesame oil, and I think it's shoyu or soy sauce, and then you throw cabbage and carrots in. Delicious. And yeah, and you can serve it over a brown rice if you're watching your preservatives or your bleached food. It's delicious. It really is. I think it was originally like a Weight Watchers thing, because it is kind of other than the rice, kind of a keto, low carb friendly, low fat, really good. Just Google egg roll in a bowl. Delicious. Oh, pork too. I haven't tried pork. Chicken's really good, and I have done beef. Yum, it is super good. Let's see. All right. All right, here we go. We have our white on whites. Let's see. Egg roll in a bowl is delicious and addicting. I fix it in the Instapot. Oh, I haven't tried the Instapot. That's not a bad idea. I did chili last night in the Instapot, and Andy said it was proper chili because it didn't have beans in it. And I think, okay, I'm about to just throw out this thing, and it's probably going to make all the Texans, Kathy Hager, upset. But I think that chili isn't chili without beans, and apparently it's a Texas thing to not put beans in chili. And I mean, so if you have beans in chili, what is it then called? Is it like a stew or a thick soup? I really like, I thought it was missing a little something, if I'm being honest. Hi, Karen in Ohio. Hello, hello. How's it going, girl? You eat the egg roll and a pole plane because something dirty keto? No, oh my gosh, my text is like, no beans. Amen for Andy.
It's actually in Texas. Chili was invented in 1800.
Lou, it's okay, girl. Yes, I think beans go in the chili. I do.
Nope.
That's just me. And since I'm the cook, you cook what I eat or you don't eat. That's fine. Chili without beans is just hot dog topping. That's what Ray said. So literally pulled it out of the Instapot last night, and she goes, "Man, it would be. I feel like it would have been like a really good corn, the Frito dip." She's like, "I would have eaten it like that. It just tasted weird because it wasn't like a soup. It was like hot dog topping." Exactly, Lisa Meadows. See, the consensus is kind of beans in the chili. I'm just saying. No, you have beans with rice. Oh, Kathy. Natalie says it's boring without beans. Chili has to have black beans. Now that sounds interesting. Bernadette wants to, yeah, I do need to get her an entertaining toy while I'm having my broadcast. It's a good call. What does chili have in it if not beans? Beans. Are you trying to say chili makes people a little gassy? Is that what you're saying? The beans contribute to that? I definitely believe in the cornbread. For sure, Kathy. You got me there. 3 beans in Lisa's chili, kidney, black, and pinto. You guys are funny. That does sound good. Black beans or pinto beans, but must be made from scratch. Amen, Mel. I pretty much make everything from scratch. I agree.
Oh my gosh. Chili was invented without beans. Just because people add it to it doesn't make it.
But it doesn't make, okay, Andy's arguing with me off camera. If you have chili with beans, it doesn't make it any less chili. It just makes it chili with beans.
It makes it wrong.
It doesn't make it wrong. Good Lord.
Wrong.
Stop arguing with me while I'm on camera. That's rude. See, Karen adds beans too. There you go.
That doesn't make it right.
We do cinnamon rolls with chili here. Wait, hold on. Back up, Natalie. What now? You put like a real cinnamon roll? You put chili over the top? Do explain. Ooh, yum. Lisa says, I'm cooking with Mark's work crew again next week. Cabbage and sausage rolls with crusty rolls. Yes, please. I agree, Polly. Beans do make it more filling. 100%. I do. I'm excited because St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and I always do a traditional Irish dinner for the fam. Let's see. Cindy Hinkle says Ohio folks call it 3-way chili and have noodles on it. Really? So my traditional St. Patrick's Day dinner is corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes boiled, because I don't usually boil meat, but you do on St. Patrick's Day. Might do it in the Instapot this time, actually. Okay. And then Irish soda bread. So that's coming up on St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, have you ever heard of chili over a cinnamon roll? It's local around here. Yeah.
No, so the lady said, or Deanne Hartman said, yes, cinnamon rolls as a side with chili and beans.
Well, apparently they just put it on top of it here in Idaho.
On top of chili.
Ew. Ew. David, ew. From Schitt's Creek. Okay, sorry. Aiden's like, who's David? Molly Smith says, I've always wanted to try authentic skyline chili with spaghetti noodles. Franny says, I agree with Natalie. Cinnamon rolls on the side with chili. We used to do chili beans. Yum. Kathy's also cooking a corned beef on St. Patrick's Day and making Reuben sandwiches with it. What time? I'll be there. That sounds amazing. Natalie says, when you come to Omaha, you have to go to, I've been to Runza. I've been there. Okay. Little funny story, Natalie. First time to Omaha. I have the best hosts there, Judy and Drew Fletcher at Omaha or at Celtic Quilter. They're like, we want you to try some local fare. And I said, okay, cool. So they went and got me a sausage roll from Runza. It's like a drive-through place. Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good, Natalie Fitzgerald. You guys can do drive-through food. Nice. We do chili with beans over elbow macaroni and melted cheese on top, sour cream. Oh, you guys are making me hungry. Some people add chocolate to their chili, like cocoa powder, you mean? Or like cocoa powder. That's actually not that bad. Runza, yes. Let's see. So, Karen from Ohio says she's never actually heard of chili without beans. St. Patrick's Day, you have to have potato stew. What the heck's potato stew, Polly? I put my corned beef in the crock pot and take it out after it's cooked, and I put brown sugar and mustard on it and bake it for 20 minutes. That sounds pretty darn good. Oh, mole. Exactly. Mole. Do you guys hear my peanut gallery over the other side of the camera? Okay, we'll go to Runza in October when I'm there. That sounds good, Natalie. I'm not usually a drive-through person. In fact, I have a thing about drive-throughs, but okay, it stems from this time that Andy brought me to where he was born and raised. We had flown into, so he's from Southern Indiana, and we had flown into Indianapolis, the airport in Indy, and it was about an hour south yeah. And Andy's okay. I'm getting there, babe. I'm telling the story. So he's like, you got to try these little cheeseburgers. Yeah. They're called White Castles. And I'm like, what's a White Castle? Y'all, I'm a Yankee through and through. Like, I was born and raised in New England and then lived in Seattle. I have no idea what a White Castle is. And so he's like, oh, they're amazing. I grew up eating them. Blah, 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 blah. So we land in Indy, we get our luggage, we start heading south to where he's from. And we are winding up for Andy. Yes, you are. And he's like, we're going to stop in Columbus for these little tiny cheeseburgers. Y'all, it was a solid 25 minutes from the White Castle in Columbus to where we were staying in North Vernon, Indiana. And I almost didn't make it to the bathroom. That is how quick the White Castle ran through me. Disgusting. I mean, they tasted good on the way in, but not if they're going to cause that kind of reaction after about 20 minutes. So when I was talking to Judy and Drew at Celtic, I'm like, this Runza place, like, it's okay. Like, I'm not going to have to Runza to the bathroom. Everybody thought that was hilarious. And I did not. It did not upset my stomach. So there you go. Bernadette says White Castle from Chicago, grew up on them. Oh. I've never had a Whataburger either, Kathy Hager. Is that any good? Cindy Ankle goes, ew, so gross. White Castle. I think I added the inflection. Great way to cleanse the colon. I wasn't looking for like a quick way of cleansing the colon. Sandra Razor says, actually, now this is my very proper friend. Actually, you have to be drunk to eat White Castle. I heard they're made of dog food. Stop it.
Oh.
We had them in Vegas. Enough said. Sandra Razor, stop it. It was not made of dog food. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. We used to call those bean burgers. They made them with soy. Maybe that was why I upset my stomach. Natalie, in New England, I was born in Manchester, New Hampshire, and lived in Enfield, Connecticut, and then moved to Seattle when I was 7. Whataburger is wonderful. Oh yes, White's after 3 a.m. after we've closed the bars. College days. Karen. 100%. Oh, Julie Campbell said the southern version of White Castle, also known as Crystal, in parentheses, the Gut Buster. Crystal's great. My husband says, if this tells you how Andy grew up eating, he's had that also. Mel said she wouldn't even let her dogs eat White Castle. You protected Panda.
Oh, you don't like them having 100% real American grade A beef?
They just said dog food.
It's beef. Yes, when dogs eat beef, it is dog food.
Oh, there we go. We had a proper belly laugh. Okay. Ew, White Castle. Glad we didn't have them in the north. Amen, Bernadette. The White Castle years were the 70s. Maybe they have changed the ingredients since then. Like you had to go have them in the drive-through experience. Oh, hi, Jenna. Jenna's first time watching, everybody. Let's pull it together. Sorry, we're talking about White Castle. Sorry. This is my Friday night sip and so. I literally just let the conversation go where it goes. All right. What else do we want to talk about since White Castles are totally off the plate? We have something called a Zips up here. I'm just not a big drive-through gal. Like I just don't do grease burgers. Honestly, I'm not like a big I don't like the like I get really bad heartburn if I have fried food. I don't eat a lot of fried food. I don't eat a lot of French fries. Bernadette, be the polite Canadian that I know you can be. I know. I have seen them in the freezer case too. Pass on those, Molly Smith. Pass on the White Castles in the freezer section. What are you doing with those script sets? Okay, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing with them. Gail has Dick's drive-through. I do like me some Dick's drive-through, if I'm being honest. We're Dick's drive-through is pretty darn good, and it doesn't cause intestinal distress. My mom used to love Zips. Really? It says on the sign it's a burger joint, and it says on the sign that they have world famous. Is it tartar sauce? Like that from that movie with Will Ferrell? Yeah. Yeah. Where, some New York restaurant has like best cup of coffee or whatever, and he walks in and he says, "Congratulations." Congratulations on that tartar sauce. I'll show you what I'm doing with the script sets. Okay, so I have 3 script sets, and then randomly I'm cross-cutting them twice and adding these little squares in. So the pattern is going to have a color gradation with them, with those little pretty turquoise little boxes, and they kind of float down. Yes, Molly Smith for sure. That's the same. So that is what I'm doing with them. Stop. All right, friends. Well, I think I'm going to pop off. As always, we had a proper belly laugh. We talked about some business stuff. I had a half a beer. It was a good show. I will be back again on Monday. at 4 o'clock Pacific for Ask the Doctor. If you have any questions regarding quilting or your featherweight or quilting on your featherweight, I'd love to answer them for you on the fly. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. If you're up here in the great inland tundra, please be careful. The roads look kind of silly out there. So just be careful. Going where you're going. Have a great weekend. And I will see you on Monday, 4 o'clock Pacific, right here on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.